The S-shaped country of Vietnam, or the Socialist Republic of Vietnam as it is officially called, has a population of about 87 million. The population has doubled since the war ended in 1975, and 68% of the population is between 15 and 64, and 25% of the population between 0 and 14. Although a communist state, it has one of the fastest growing economies in Southeast Asia, and has been referred to as the China of Southeast Asia. Its recent acceptance into the World Trade Organization in January 2007 was an achievement 12 years in the making. Its young people are more in tune with capitalism than they are with socialism. Membership in the Communist Party promises much material gain and opportunities. The young people are also eager to learn English. They see that as a passport to material success and better jobs with multinational companies. Well tuned to the world and the latest developments, the young people welcomed Bill Gates a few years ago as if he were a head of state. The economic success has, however, yet to filter into rural Vietnam, even though there are signs of wealth pouring into the country in the main cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. Much of rural Vietnam, therefore, remains poor. Social problems like drug addiction and abortion are rampant. There are two officially recognized churches in Vietnam, the Protestant Evangelical Church of Vietnam and the Roman Catholic Church. There are also hundreds of unregistered house churches, some of which are affiliated with denominations from outside the country. Officially, though, foreign churches are not encouraged to be set up in the country. The Anglican Church had a small congregation in Saigon that met in borrowed premises, but it was closed down after the fall of Saigon in 1975. Records of baptism, confirmation, and marriages are still available, though. In such a context, what is our mission in what is now the Deanery of Vietnam? Archbishop John Chiu made a personal visit to the Vice Chairman of the Religious Affairs Department in Hanoi in late 2005, and that was followed by a written request to begin an Anglican service for foreigners. To date, no reply has been received. In spite of that, we believe that as the country is opening up as part of WTO membership and is publicized as being open to the Church, the door for the re-establishment of the Anglican Church and her missions will also open, albeit slowly. In preparation for that day, we are doing some groundwork by softening the ground and also helping the existing church. Our work is inspired by the words of our Lord Jesus Christ in John 10:10. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. Our intention is therefore to impart an incarnational presence in the country through reaching out to the needy, whether spiritually or materially, like our Lord who was incarnated and became one of us and lived and served the needy in our midst. In the process, we hope to translate that into an Anglican presence through church planting, and we do this by softening the ground and laying the groundwork now. Firstly, we have been supporting a clinic run by a Christian Vietnamese doctor in a rural area in Ho Chi Minh City as an outreach to the poor. Lately, it has also included an outreach to single mothers and unwanted babies as a consequence of uncontrolled abortions. In view of that, this ministry is likely to grow in days to come.
Là nhìn thấy cái vùng này là một cái vùng nghèo và có những cái nhiều những người dân mà đến nhập cư và những người công nhân, có những cái trường mà dành cho các học sinh xa nhà đi học. Thì nhìn thấy những cái người đó thì tôi cũng có cái lòng muốn nghĩ tới cái công tác là truyền giáo cho cái vùng này. Và với cái công việc y tế thì nếu mà được đặt để ở nơi đây thì tôi có thể giúp đỡ được cho những cái người đau ốm, và đó là cơ hội để chúng tôi nói về Chúa và tình yêu Chúa cho họ. Đặc biệt là có một số những cái bệnh mà mình làm chứng chia sẻ được, đó là những cái bệnh đó là đến vì cái tình trạng họ bị suy sụp về tinh thần, do là bị tổn thương, bị đánh đập, bị đau khổ, nhiều cái lý do. Trong đó là có những cái bệnh là các em đi phá thai.
Secondly, we have been supporting the university student ministry as we believe that these students are going to be the future leaders of the country. Affiliated to the Worldwide Fellowship of Evangelical Students, or InterVarsity, we have been raising support for staff workers to be trained at Trinity Theological College in Singapore, as well as for camps to be held for leadership training and spiritual development. This ministry is forbidden by the authorities, but in spite of that, it is expanding to Central Vietnam and North Vietnam. This means an increasing need for trained and committed staff workers.
Most of the Vietnamese people today are young people. We have more than 60% of the people are the young, under the 30 years old. And more universities and colleges are set up in Vietnam now. But the Christian students still remain a minority. We have less than 1% of the student population are the Christian. We work with the students through a network of small group. Because of this ministry still remain an underground ministry, that's the need for us, a challenge for us to train the staff workers to really deal with the changes in the society when we work with the students. And that's why we really want to send the staff worker for training, especially in Singapore in Trinity College.
Yeah, I think the 2 years in the college I find very interesting. This is the time I learn a lot from God, how He encouraged me, how He gave me strength to deal with the difficult when I study there. I learned from my lecturer about the way they teach us, the way they build up the relationship with the student. Yeah, I hope that I will do more in counseling, teaching and training. Yeah.
Thirdly, we have started a kindergarten in a residential area in Hanoi. This ministry reaches out to children and their parents. There is also a language club where English is taught. There is a great interest and desire to learn English, and teachers of English are therefore in great demand. The university students nearby are keen to learn English and would provide a ready source of English students and an excellent opportunity for witnessing.
I thought that it would be good to bring this program of teaching English to the students in Hanoi as well. So I teach the topic on health, but teaching them English through that. And for the program, we also cover other topics like using festivals and hobbies and all that, where we teach English through these topics. In fact, I could achieve 2 things, teaching them about health, but teaching them English as well.
In these 3 areas of ministry and work, we are helping the church in Vietnam. We are also gaining credibility in the eyes of the church as well as the society, especially through the medical and social work in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. It would be naive of us to believe that the local authorities are not aware of our work and presence. We believe they do. But because we are not politically motivated, they do not see us as a threat. In fact, we have also started a worship service among Vietnamese converts in Hanoi, and we believe the local authorities are aware of this ministry, but have not taken steps to stop us. Not only are we not politically motivated, but because we are doing good in society, we have somehow won their trust. We will seek to build up this trust that will stand us in good stead in time to come when the door of the country widens further. We encourage the mission partnership of others with us in this strategic country in Southeast Asia. Vietnam's growth is dynamic, and it will become a leading nation impacting the region and beyond. The new generations of young people are looking forward to a bright future without the baggage of the past. Eager to learn English and catch up with the world, they welcome foreigners like never before. We need to train more suitable staff workers for the university student ministry so that it can expand to more key areas in the country. We need to have English teachers on a long or short-term basis, and we need kindergarten teachers as well. Your help, in terms of your involvement in teaching, in financial support, or in prayer is needed as the country begins to open up more and more.